Hello everybody and welcome. This is a review of the young adult horror novel You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Kalynn Bayron. The story follows Charity, who works at the summer camp. The summer camp was made famous when the horror slasher movie was made. Now the camp is set up as a personal horror experience that people can sign up for, kind of like an escape room. And so they sign up and from my understanding, it's just one evening where people get scared and so they're trying to escape from this camp. And so Charity and her team, they work really hard, and they have all of this tech, they have all of this experience because it's not their first summer, and so they pretty much work to scare people. But so one day, Charity gets a phone call, and this person pretty much says, "Get out of there! It's not safe anymore. You have to close down the camp. You have to cancel all of the reservations. Get out!" And so Charity and her team, they pack real quick and they try to get out of there, but something weird starts going on, and of course, people start disappearing, and Charity and her closer friends, they have no idea if people are just messing with them, if people are just irresponsible and just not showing up for work, or what's going on. I also should mention that the team that works in this camp, they're all underage, so pretty much there is no adult there, and they just kind of like all by themselves. And so that's another part of the setting which plays a role, because again, like, we don't know if they just kind of like decided to not show up for work and just doing something else, or are they truly disappearing. And so what I like about this book is that you kind of like have this atmosphere that main characters always questioning, like, is it really happening? Like, do people like really disappear, or like what's going on? And so you kind of like cannot, the way the books was supposed to work is that you couldn't guess if it's really happening, or if people are, you know, just like messing with the main character. The main character, she has no idea if it's really happening, or if it's just people kind of like messing with her. And so that was a plus of the book. The other thing that I thought was really funny is that all of the main characters, they watch horror movies before, and so when something is happening and like this situation where they have to make a decision, it's kind of really funny, because they're like, well, no, we're not supposed to do that, because that's what people do in horror movies and that's how they get killed. So it's really funny that the author brought this element of like people just kind of like making fun of typical horror movie that is predictable. So that's pretty cool. The part that I didn't like about the book is the ending. It was just a really weird explanation. There were a couple twists that were very predictable in my opinion. And maybe it was supposed to be that, maybe the book was just supposed to be about the atmosphere of the summer camp, which it did successfully. The atmosphere was pretty good. Like, I was reading it and I was thinking like, yeah, this is a definitely summer read that is like horror book, and I know it was definitely like a slasher movie type of atmosphere, so that was pretty cool. But again, the ending is very predictable, and the explanations that author gave for the ending, it was just like it was weak in my opinion. I think it could be more to it, and it felt like the book is dragging, and like events happening, and then there's just like this blip of an ending, of an explanation that is just kind of like doesn't explain the motivations of the villains, or so you can say. So that was a little bit of a downside for me. So the book is okay to read. It's a very fast read, and it's pretty entertaining if you're looking for something just kind of like a horror slasher, but without any unpredictable twists or any other elements besides that. So if you're looking for something more twisty or something definitely like horror, then it's not the book that I'd pick up. Thank you for watching.